Hello Lakeland, this is Chad Lindsay with Paychecks. Just wanted to do a small video for you guys today, really explaining the differences between employee leasing and doing a la carte outsourcing. So part of my role is educating people in the public about the different opportunities and different solutions you could find in the marketplace to help your small business grow and to get some things off your plate that might be a little bit tedious and you might want to outsource those things. So there's a whole industry that basically handles these type of activities, ranging from everywhere, CPAs, payroll companies, and leasing companies. They all kind of might be able to help you with taxes, compliances, insurances. There's a whole gambit of things that could be something that's weighing you down. But today I wanted to talk about employee leasing. So really big picture, I just want you to get this one thought, is employee leasing is pretty much just a bundled service. So if you think about going to Verizon and saying, I'd like a cell phone, a home phone, cable, and internet, they're going to price you out at having a bundle. And you might be able to save some money by taking that bundle as a service and instead of a la carting each one of those elements separately. And that's a great thing to save some money in that. But what if you weren't using all those elements of the bundle, that maybe you were just using a cell phone or just cell phone and internet? Would it be so cost effective at that level to use the bundle in that way? So using that example, I just want you to understand the word employee leasing is pretty much a bundled service that includes an array of different types of solutions that a small business or any kind of business may desire. So I'm going to show you a graph of a couple of the elements that you may outsource, and you can just kind of see how the chart comes together. If you were to do employee leasing, it would usually include all of these elements, and you would be paying for all of this regardless if you were using it or not. And my job today is just to educate you that you can bundle or you could unbundle, and it depends on your needs of your company and the growth plan that it has. So I'm going to show this graph to you now. On the top you have some payroll administration, handling all your payroll issues as it results to paying employees, paying your taxes, and making sure certain filings are done in the appropriate times during the year. That can be a real headache for folks. As we go around the wheel, we'll see some compliance elements, which would be certain insurances and maybe some regulation elements, keeping up with COBRA administrations and things like that different entities require you to keep track of. As you go around the wheel, really compliances I kind of put into HR along with insurances, but really the next big element is benefits. So as you're really excited about keeping great employees, you got to have a benefits plan put together, and certainly employee leasing has that a part of its infrastructure in most cases, whether it be health insurances, retirement planning, infrastructure. Employee leasing companies usually have all that into one. So I just wanted you to see a picture and understand the services typically involved in employee leasing. So you also have those HR elements there, maybe handbooks and job descriptions and certain compliance regulatory ways to make sure your company is doing things correctly will be provided to you depending on the employee leasing company that you choose. But typically they have all these bundles together. We find a lot of times there's really three reasons why I see people using employee leasing companies. One is they can't get workers' comp in the open market. Therefore, they have to join an employee leasing pool so that they can qualify for workers' compensation because they're required to have it by state law. So that's one way that a lot of people get stuck with employee leasing companies. Two is that they have some health insurance needs for their employees, and they found that by pooling themselves into an employee leasing pool, that they can lower their rates and possibly find themselves in a better position financially due to the pooling effect with their employees. And third of all, they just may really see the desire of getting all that stuff off their plate, and they're taking advantage of every element of the employee leasing outsource agreement. So those are ideas. That's how it works. But just so you know, I often find people that I run across that are using employee leasing that aren't using all the elements of the bundle. They may have workers' comp and payroll, but they don't use the retirement planning and they don't use the health insurances. Well, those are pieces of the bundle that you're paying for, of infrastructure that you may not need to be paying for. So that's something that I do. I can do an analysis to see if you're with employee leasing, if you need to be, or if you're just kind of a la carting some elements that maybe employee leasing might be a benefit to you. My company serves either one of those two ideas and philosophies towards outsourcing, and can certainly just help you get some better ideas on how to deal with that. So I hope that brought some clarity to you. If you ever have more questions, feel free to give me a call or email me, and would love to help educate you guys as we go. So have a great day. Thanks for checking out the video. Bye.